The small town of Enfield, nestled in the heart of Illinois, had always been a tranquil haven. That was until the summer of 1973, when an eerie presence lurked in the shadows, terrorizing the unsuspecting community. The Enfield Monster, as it came to be known, left a trail of spine-chilling encounters that would forever haunt the memories of those who experienced it. Henry McDaniel was an ordinary man leading an ordinary life. He had always been skeptical of such tales and dismissed them as mere figments of imagination. However, that skepticism was about to be shattered. It was a warm July evening when he heard the first whispers about the creature that had plagued their town. Curiosity sparked within him, and he decided to investigate further. Henry began his exploration by interviewing witnesses, his skepticism still lingering. But as he delved deeper into their stories, his confidence wavered. The consistent descriptions of a towering, hulking figure with piercing red eyes and long, spindly arms seemed too peculiar to be mere hallucinations. Doubt gnawed at Henry's thoughts, and he couldn't shake the feeling that something sinister lurked just beyond the edge of reason. Days turned into nights, and the community's fear grew, their once safe haven now shrouded in a palpable dread. Henry, driven by a newfound determination, aimed to capture undeniable proof of the creature's existence. Armed with a camera and a sense of trepidation, he ventured into the darkness, hoping to uncover the truth. And then it appeared. Henry stood frozen as his eyes locked onto the creature, its ghastly form silhouetted against the moonlit sky. The Enfield Monster was as horrifying as the stories had described. Its elongated limbs moved with an otherworldly grace, and its twisted features contorted into an expression of malevolence. The sight was enough to make even the most steadfast skeptic question their sanity. In a moment of daring bravery, Henry raised his camera, capturing the creature in a single frame. But as the flash blinded the night, the Enfield Monster vanished into the ether, leaving behind only a chilling echo of its presence. Armed with this photographic evidence, Henry's skepticism turned to astonishment. Yet, even with this tangible proof, the community's response was mixed. Some believed the image to be a hoax, dismissing it as a clever manipulation of light and shadow. Others, however, found themselves confronted by an undeniable truth. The Enfield Monster was real. As the nights wore on, the town became divided. Fear seeped into the fabric of their lives, with some residents refusing to leave their homes after dark, barricading themselves against an unseen enemy. The streets emptied, and the once vibrant community transformed into a ghost town, haunted by the creature's presence. Henry McDaniel sat alone in his dimly lit living room, the weight of the Enfield Monster's presence still heavy on his mind. It had been years since that fateful encounter, and while time had passed, the memories remained vivid, etched into the depths of his soul. He glanced at the photograph, a reminder of the truth that few believed. As the clock ticked closer to midnight, a shiver ran down Henry's spine. Unbeknownst to him, the Enfield Monster was about to make its presence known once again. Suddenly, a bone-chilling wind whispered through the cracks of the old house, extinguishing the flickering candles that lined the room. Darkness enveloped the space, suffocating Henry's breath. Heart pounding, Henry fumbled for the flashlight on the coffee table. With trembling hands, he managed to click it on, revealing the eerie shadows dancing along the walls. He knew he was not alone. Footsteps, heavy and deliberate, echoed through the hallway. Panic coursed through Henry's veins as he realized the monster had found its way to his doorstep. He clutched the photograph tightly, his only defense against the impending terror. The sound of scraping claws against wood reverberated through the house, growing louder with each passing moment. Henry stumbled backward, retreating into the corner of the room. The front door shook violently under the relentless assault, threatening to give way at any moment. In a desperate attempt to protect the photograph, Henry mustered his courage and lunged toward the door. With a burst of adrenaline, he managed to reinforce the barricade, the door creaking and groaning under the immense pressure. Sweat dripped down his brow as he realized he was engaged in a battle for his very life. The monster's wrath intensified. It pounded against the door with such force that cracks began to spiderweb across its surface. Henry's heart raced, his breath shallow and rapid. He couldn't allow the monster to reach him, couldn't let it destroy the evidence that had consumed his existence for so long. As if sensing his determination, the Enfield Monster unleashed one final assault. With an ear-splitting crash, the door splintered, showering the room with shards of wood. Henry shielded his face, bracing for the inevitable. But as the dust settled, he found himself alone. The Enfield Monster had disappeared into the night, leaving behind only the ravaged remains of the door as a haunting reminder of its presence. Henry, battered but alive, sank to his knees, clutching the photograph with newfound reverence. The scratches on the door told a story of violence and fury, a tangible reminder of the monster's intent. It was a chilling testament to the lengths it would go to protect its secrets, to obliterate any trace of the truth that threatened its existence. Henry knew that he had narrowly escaped the clutches of the Enfield Monster. The encounter had reinforced his unwavering belief in the enigma that had consumed him, driving him to search for answers even in the face of relentless skepticism. As he carefully surveyed the damage, Henry's gaze lingered on the photograph, its corners creased and its surface worn. It had survived the monster's wrath, a symbol of resilience in the face of unimaginable terror. And with renewed determination, Henry vowed to continue his quest, to uncover the truth behind the Enfield Monster, no matter the cost. For in the shadows of that small town, a secret lay buried, waiting to be revealed. And Henry McDaniel, the skeptic turned believer, would stop at nothing until the enigma was laid bare for all to see. To this day, the mystery of the Enfield Monster remains unsolved, an open wound in the heart of Enfield. The town, forever marked by its encounters with the unknown, stands as a testament to the power of fear and the lingering enigma that lies in the depths of human consciousness. And so, if you ever find yourself wandering through Enfield on a moonlit night, beware. The shadows may hold more than you bargained for, and the line between disbelief and terror may blur in the presence of the unimaginable.